I'm Lieutenant Mario Bastianelli. I'm the Public Information Officer for the Sterling Heights Police Department. Before we get started into the speakers, I'd like to recognize some of our local leaders. If it wasn't for their support, initiatives like this would never begin or would be successful.
One of the gaps we're missing is when people overdose. They're taken to the hospital, they're released, or they refuse to go to the hospital, and they're just left there to relapse over and over again, and the police will go out multiple times to the same home. It's a waste of our valued police officers' time. So what can we do to fill that gap? We can go to them.
So when someone overdoses, we're going to send one of our 6 specially trained officers, we have them here today, one of our officers out, a nurse, and a peer recovery coach out, and we're going to do a door knock, and we're going to say, hey, are you okay? What can we do to help you? And we have support right here. We can get you into treatment today. And I think that's huge. Number one, that someone cares about you, someone's reaching out to get you support, to get you off the drugs. Because if we don't make the house call, they're not calling. The odds are they're not calling. Hope Not Handcuffs has been very successful here in Sterling Heights. We have almost 100 people that have walked through our doors and got treatment for addiction, walked right into the station, up to the front window and said, I need help. And they sit in our lobby, we call one of the angels out, and we get them into treatment. Now we are taking this on the road.
Cities have to be forward-thinking, they have to be proactive, and they have to be progressive in how they deal with this. The old way of acting is not working anymore. So when we have the opportunity to be a pilot program and set an example, it doesn't matter what it is, Sterling Heights wants to be on the leading edge, and so this is no different. We're really excited about this program because it to me just makes perfect sense that you're dealing with people in a compassionate way. You're dealing with people who are struggling, some people who, for whatever reason, need help, and they've found themselves addicted to drugs. They're right on the cusp of dying, and instead of locking them up and treating them, you know, the old way, you treat people like animals. Lock them up in cages and then say, you know, get better. That's not going to work anymore. We know it's not going to work. Lives are at stake. Families are at stake here. These are good people, part of our community, that we are going to do everything we can to help. And so I'm incredibly proud of our chief. Mario, I can't say enough about Mario. He's just an incredible person, and spending his time with, with our drug-free coalition. As the judge said, he is enthusiastic about everything he does, and so we're really blessed to have great police here.
When I ran 16 years ago, it was all about one tough prosecutor, my conviction rate. Well, the world changes and we have to change with it. When you see in the last 5 years that opioid deaths in Macomb County have more than tripled, we need to do something about that. So when Chief and Linda came to me and we started talking about this, we realized pretty fast that building more prisons and having more people behind bars is not the answer.
But we had the idea to do this program some years ago. We just did not have the funds to initiate it. And this year we were contacted by the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, who received some money from the CDC and contacted us about possibly piloting this program. We had talked numerous times before about this program in public forums and how it was so necessary. And so we immediately started working. 2 days after I got that call from the state, I went to the Chief's Luncheon, made an announcement that we were going to start an initiative here in Macomb County, and instantly Sterling Heights stepped to the plate and said, pick us to pilot it. And so we did. That kind of enthusiasm about change is what we're looking for.